Hey, it's Buddy Lee. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a champ that I've loved ever since he got his buff in Gambit. He's coming out in the 7-star pool, and I'm sure that many who pull him are going to be initially disappointed. He does, however, have some great utility with bleed resistance, which makes him great with damage masteries, as well as bypassing damage back with medium hits for your Korg type matchups. I've talked about all of that in the past, but in this video we're going to be focusing on Gambit with the Gambit Relic, which is such a big game changer for him. So this only applies for Gambit Relics 4-star and above, but we see here that special attacks that do physical damage gain 2150 critical damage rating, and that's huge for Gambit since his biggest issue in my opinion is the RNG that goes along with his low crit rate for his specials. He has the potential to do huge damage, but like most of the mutant champions with prowess, it's all about the crit. The Relic's also going to help extend Gambit's XP1 chain to a near infinite level, and we'll also play around with some Horseman and power back boost in this video. First though, let's go do some Cav EQ, and this is going to be without Horseman. We do have APOC to speed building the charges, but by no means is that needed. We're going to start out against Strife here, and this quest has Biohazard, which Gambit likes due to the bleed resistance he has, and it's just going to heal us as we go along. The strategy here is normal, just build our charges to 10, and then for this fight we're going to be building just short of 2 bars of power, and then we're going to go with our SP1 chain. The important thing to notice is how much we're going to be critting throughout this whole quest, and I didn't have to cherry pick good fights as these are all back to back. We crit both hits on our first special one, and this goes for over 100k. Then a few more hits, and we throw our second SP1 for 2 more crits and 150k, and this fight's over. This fight's going to be more of the same. Keep in mind we are benefiting from some extra damage here from the Cav EQ nodes, but I think you'll agree that this is pretty nuts when you can get consistent crits from Gambit specials. In this fight I'm going to go with SP2 first, since Daredevil is going to shrug my parry stuns, and I want to use SP2 to place a concussion, and then I can land stuns after that to finish him off easily. I'm trying to bait a heavy, but Daredevil is a little stingy, and then we go with the SP2. Only the first hit crits, but we still walk away with a respectful 140k damage and finish him off with 115k SP1. This next fight is going to be an example of being unlucky with the crits, as we're going to miss several, but if this is going to be the worst case scenario, I'll take that all day long. The first SP1 we just get one crit, although it's still great damage, but then this next one we don't get any. This gives us 40k in damage, but on the bright side we can do this all day and we finish him off with a third consecutive SP1. This will be the last Cav EQ showcase, and for Hercules we wanted to do SP2 first so that we can place a concussion and then we won't have to worry about immortality. We are ready to go here, and I decide to wait for the Infuriate debuff to fall off me, just to avoid any potential shenanigans. A 300k SP2 and no immortality. So the Gambit Relic is really supercharging Gambit's damage, allowing him to crit so often on specials, but here we're going to look at his Stunlock cheese. It used to be that this would come into play on certain nodes every once in a while, but now with the Relic we were able to chain SP1s almost forever as long as there isn't anything going on reducing stun duration. If we're talking battlegrounds, this is how I would use him. I don't have any videos of him in BGs, but I can say he is very effective as an attacker with this Relic, especially using the SP1 spam. We throw our SP1 and now we're going to try to keep 4-hit combos during the stun and follow up with 5-hit combos. When we're running low on power, that's when you can use the Relic to extend to another combo and gain extra power to keep the chain going. I'm gonna run out of prowess, but we can just keep this up all day, and it's gonna take a few more hits, but he literally can't do anything until the fight's over. Now we'll have some fun with this fight using Horseman and some synergies to spice things up. We're gonna build to SP2 in this fight and see how fast we can make the health disappear once we get there. The perfect block from Horseman speeds the fight up a little with the extended stun, so we can do a medium light medium into a 5-hit combo. That was nearly 400k on the SP2, and then we follow with an SP1 that does over 100k. This is only a 6-star rank 3 Gambit, so just imagine what a 7-star can do if you're lucky enough to pull him. The last thing we'll look at is how Gambit works with power back boosts. So we have 150% power back here, and the reason he's so good with them is that stuns are paused while Gambit is throwing his specials. You'll see this in this fight. We're going to throw 3 SP2s back to back while the same parry stun is still active. We're going to hit the parry and go into the SP2, watch that stun, and you'll see because of this ability, all I have to do is hit the SP2 button 3 times and Winter Soldier is obliterated. Now let's fight the champion, which is one of my favorite ways to beat. Now let's fight the champion using Gambit, and this is one of my favorite ways to beat the champion. Power back boost here again, and although this fight has been nerfed, I still think it's pretty cool. The power back takes us all the way back to an SP3, and we launch that right off. This gets us to the final 10% phase, then we just need a few more dexes to defeat the champion. So like I said at the start of the video, I've liked Gambit ever since his buff, and I may be in the minority there. I think this is mostly because of the inconsistent damage. However, this relic completely solves this issue, and also makes his damage rotation last so much longer with the striker. So if you're unhappy about pulling a 7-star Gambit today, hopefully this video will help change your mind. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.